Hello everyone and welcome to the Market Outlook Midweek. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services. And after a choppy ride and recovery, when we get back to trade this Wednesday morning, we've seen on fallback of global news flows, some amount of correction did come into the market. But post that correction, we've seen some amount of recovery as well. And as I speak to you this Wednesday morning, Sensex is trading down by about 280 points at 58,910. Sensex down about 80 points, 17,575. Nifty Bank down 225 points, 39,440. And on the rupee dollar and energy basket, rupee is weak against the dollar, and even Brent is trading lower as I speak to you. Oh, where do we go from here? I think choppiness and volatility will be there for some time, and as we've seen over the last couple of weeks, 17,200, 17,300 remains to be the floor, and 17,600, 17,800 on the Nifty spot on the higher side remains to be resistance. And I think broadly we are oscillating between these two levels on the lower side and higher side. And whenever markets have corrected, friends, we at Geojit Financial Services has always recommended that you should look at opportunities to invest into strong fundamental sound stock. There is concern both on the global and local front, but our sense is that there is more positivities for India in terms of growth prospects, whether it is economy or equity markets. I think we are relatively in a better place than the rest of the world. Uh, Investment ideas, if you will, since we have recommended and we've been advising to buy on dips, and like all times, uh, we have been recommending one or two investment ideas. So this time, the first investment idea is from telecom service provider Bharti Airtel, and as we all know, 5G should be seeing the light of the day as we go forward from here on, and there is possibility of tariff revision which will improve the ARPUs for telecom service providers. And Bharti Airtel being the second largest service provider, we expect positivities to come through. So on the fundamental side, we like Bharti Airtel from a long-term point of view, and I think the levels where the stock is trading, the downside looks to be limited in terms of correction. The second investment idea is from Automobile Pack, and this one is Tata Motors. Almost 80% market share in electric vehicles, new launches, recovery in JLR, sales numbers to aid balance sheet, chip and semiconductor issue getting resolved should add more positivity. Commercial vehicles, and as you all know, I think it was yesterday or day before, they have launched a new range of commercial vehicles, and I think that could be seeing some amount of traction in terms of demand. And of course, the scrappage policy should also help commercial vehicle manufacturing companies. So overall, I think commercial vehicles, light, medium, heavy, multi-excel tonnage vehicles, domestic business in form of Tata Motors, and the premium range in form of JLR should start contributing. And of course, not to forget, the management has also mentioned that they want to make this particular company, Tata Motors, debt-free by 2024. So everything augurs well for Tata Motors, and even over here, in terms of valuation, the downside looks extremely protected, and the upside could be a well decent upside over here as well. So these are the two investment ideas. In terms of the rupee dollar equation, I think there could be some amount of pressure that might come on the rupee against the dollar, and this is replicated on other currencies as well. Not only the Indian rupee is weak, but currency across the globe are weak against the dollar. And of course, on the NYMEX and Brent, I think the statements made by OPEC Plus to reduce production and the kind of demand slowdown because of inflationary pressures in Europe and situation in China, there could be a little bit of lower demand for crude oil, at least in the short to medium term. So there could be a range bound movement on crude oil as well. But I think any levels on the lower side, sub 17,500, closer to 17,300, I think these are relatively good levels to start nibbling into the market. Like always, we've been advising, don't go and put all your money at one time. Use the staggered way of investing. Invest some now and possibly wait for dips to come through. And those dips should be used as adding to your fundamentally sound and strong stocks. I think a lot of equations have been put forward in terms of new highs on the markets, Indian markets, by Diwali, by year end. We are also of the opinion that maybe by this year end, December 2022 or early 2023, we could possibly be seeing a new high as far as the Indian equity markets are concerned. So use dips to get into some strong, fundamentally sound stocks. And as per the recommendations concerned, Bharti Airtel and Tata Motors are the two recommendations from our side. These are fundamental recommendations, mind you friends. These are not short term, medium term. These are long term recommendations on the fundamental side. Thank you very much for your patience hearing, and I'll see you again next week. Till there, take care. Bye bye.